Hey Capricorn or Capricorn, whichever one you go by, and welcome to your reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. The main important bit is that this resonates. It's nighttime, so I am feeling a bit sleepy, but this is like kind of a better time to record where it's less noisy, since like the birds are asleep, so they can't make that much noise. Hopefully I'm not disturbing them though. So this is what kind of person is your twin flame or soulmate, regardless of whether you've met them already or not. And it could also be that if this resonates, that's great. If this doesn't resonate, you're free to just drop this reading and leave it behind. And also it could just be that my role was simply for you to see these cards, to draw these cards out, so you can see that these cards are here. So that could be it as well. So you have here the Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Tower. So with these cards here, what I'm getting is someone who, like you're just starting to learn more about, and you're just getting to know, and if like it could be that you've known them already, but you're learning like their true selves. Because I'm recording on my phone, I look through the camera lens, but it's easier when I'm like looking at it properly. So I'll try to do both while stabilizing the camera. So with the Queen of Swords, finding truths, with the Three of Cups, getting to know people, and with the Tower card especially, like people jumping out of that tower, I'm seeing that as like coming out of the box, coming out of your shell kind of thing, and you getting to know them more. And it could also be, you do have the shadow side at the top of the deck, so it could simply be getting to know like their negative points as well as their positive points. So it could be that you've known a lot of their positive like sides, but you haven't really gotten to know their negative sides, and that like it may take them a while to truly open up to some people. Like they show a certain side of themselves, but there's like a part of themselves they don't really they may feel afraid to tell people about. But it could be with the Tower cards, something happens that pushes them to come out of their box, to come out of that tower. Like thinking of it as like Rapunzel being forced out of a tower, basically. Like in the sense, yes, so basically Rapunzel being forced out of her tower. At the back of the deck, you have the King of Wands. So again, I feel like that's highlighting either that they are desirable, or they're full of passion. You have the Ten of Wands under that. Very similar to Taurus, actually. Queen of Cups. Anyways, trying to put these cards back in order. Okay, so I'll go through these one by one. With the Four of Wands, this is someone who may actually quite enjoy socializing with people, may enjoy parties, going out. They may enjoy social gatherings, or they may simply attend a lot of social gatherings and celebrations, or they may be celebrating something soon. But again, if there's like hidden side to themselves that they don't really tell the people about, they could also be like maybe someone who's like part of the group, like follows the herd, but they may be learning to be more independent, or it could be rather that they are quite independent already. And I go off based on the genders on the cards, and you don't have to. You can ignore you can ignore whichever like pronoun I use. Yeah. I'm seeing this person have a lot of connections. And with the thread, with the rope on the here, I'm seeing it as connections with different people. Especially how like these like what should I call it, sticks, poles, they're all connected through this flower. So they may also connect with people easily. They may actually be in conversation with people from various different places. And this card makes me think of travel overseas. I don't know. It makes me think of, like in Sleeping Beauty, I think it is. In Sleeping Beauty, like when she was born, all these people came from like far and wide to bring all these gifts to her. So that's what I see this card as. And these people kind of look like the fairies from Sleeping Beauty. And when they all came from like kind of a faraway place to give her these gifts. So that's what I'm seeing. Someone coming from a faraway place to attend a party. And it doesn't have to be another country. They may actually be interested in dancing. They may really enjoy dancing as well. May have done some sort of like it could be for some of you that their career involves dancing, or they simply just love dancing. Like a lot of people do love dancing though, and they could be one of those people who enjoy it. And it could also be like learning new dance moves. Like you see all these trendy dance moves as well. They could enjoy learning those. Could be into ballet. Maybe some sort of folklore or traditional dance as well. They may not like staying home too often. Like these people are all like away from home. They're not even like indoors or anything. Like the castle is way behind them. Then this woman as well, she's definitely not at home. These people not at home, and like here, the people jumping out of the tower, like leaving home as well. So they may not like. They may prefer being outdoors. They may not be much of a home person, an indoor person, or just prefer being out with other people than staying home. So they may have like a strong network of support as well. Because with this one, like this rod and this stick kind of, this rod and this sword kind of look similar. Just in the way they are. So it made me think of like if this was a single one. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm seeing this as someone who has a stable network of people that they can maybe rely on for some of you, but also is quite independent and does like their own thing sometimes. But they do prefer being in a group than being alone. And but they may have their moments, because like people do have their moments where they just want to like peace and quiet, just to be in their mind or just be in their own space. Like this high priestess card I'm seeing here. For some of you, it could be that they can be intuitive with a high priestess, or that there is quite a lot hidden about them. And again, it could be the shadow side that's hidden, like this sense of mystery. So yeah, with the Queen of Swords, I'm seeing like established, like doesn't have to be in a sense of career, but in a social standing, they could be quite established. Or in their social circle, they could be like the main, like not for everyone, but for some people, there's like this main speaker that speaks the most or has the like their aura is more dominant in the social circle. So that could be the kind of person they are for some of you. Not all of you, for some of you. The purple chair is catching my eye as well. Like the purple, yeah, like especially the purple in the chair. I'm not sure if that means something else for you. But because like I'm seeing this as like, because when I see purple, I mostly think royal. That's and this kind of purple also makes me think like childlike as well, because it is quite a light. Should I say bleached purple kind of? And there's a bird near her shoulder. I never realized that until now. There's a bird there. Not too sure what kind of. It looks a bit like almost like a robin, but blue. Not a magpie. Definitely not. Not sure what kind of bird it is, but that's really interesting. So it could be that again, they may like birds or enjoy bird watching, or they may just enjoy high places, or be in a high place socially. But with the bird being so close, because usually birds are afraid of people, and wouldn't be so close. And I'm seeing this as like they may easily trust others, or again, like they enjoy being around other people. And I feel like with you, like with in terms of romance, they may also want to like enjoy their own time with you as well. And for some of you, they may also want you to like join in like their friendship group, not in the sense of like being embedded into it, but just taking part or getting to know his friends or knowing who his friends. Or I'm saying he, um, could be a she, whichever one. So So I'll leave this for now. This is getting quite long. I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so try to get through this a bit quicker. High Priestess. They could be quite knowledgeable, quite versed as well. They could be quite like really, really good in their communication skills. And again, maybe quite intuitive, in the sense of like foresight as well. Not knowing what's going to happen, but having this feeling of something that might happen and being able to avoid it. Like the way cats often avoid danger. But again, I am getting the sense of mystery. It was like Scorpio kind of vibes, the sense of mystery that some Scorpios have. They could be religious, not for all of you, but for some of you, they could be religious. They may have this like aura about them, this kind of like captivating. Because the way she's looking is just really interesting. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, it's striking. So their eyes may appeal to you, or the way they look at you may be quite, may strike you in a certain way, or catch your attention. Or it could just be that the way they look at people in general is what people take notice of as well. So again, they may have something like hidden underneath, like maybe a whole other world as well, or like just some secret side to them. This sort of shadow side that they don't really show too often. Three of Cups. Again, I'm seeing like just enjoying socializing with other people. And for some of you, it could be like hanging out with friends again while with you. But then having that moment with just you, with like that bird here I'm seeing. For some of you, they may like drinking with their friends. Well, yeah, drinking with their friends like these people are, drinking together. I'm basically seeing a very social person. And then lastly, with the Tower. So again, they may be very, very, very good at avoiding danger for some of you. Tower card, these people jumping out, and this cat makes me think of someone who's good at avoiding danger. Like that takes a certain flexibility as well. And having this gut feeling. So maybe like there's a moment where I don't want it to be about you and them. I want it to be more about their personality traits. But if it like for some of you, the message could be that when you stare at each other, there's this sort of spark or this sort of energy that's created when you stare at each other with the eyes here, and it creates this sort of spark that maybe even clears any doubts. So maybe for some of you, they've gone through, like they've had some sort of experience with fire as well in their life. Could be a trauma regarding fire or high places. And again, you do have this high place. Maybe like a trauma they're overcoming as well. Could be that hidden side. And then they're overcoming it to be on this, because she's like in a high place. I'm basically seeing like leaving the old behind as well. So like the Tower card usually like going through big changes. So they could have gone through a big change in their lives. They could be quite tall. You know, the towers are generally tall. And I've again high places, and these like poles are kind of tall in high places here. I guess you can say this is a high place. High Priestess, what high? So they could be kind of tall for some of you, not for all of you. Maybe not much of a risk taker as well. Or they could have simply just gone through things like this in the past. And maybe like in regards to work, okay, they could maybe just work around a lot of different kinds of people. And maybe because of their work, they do attend a lot of events. Or for some of you, they may be like a sort of firefighter, or they work around like dangerous places. Yeah, so that's your reading. Thanks for clicking. Thanks for watching. Hope this resonated.